Now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something you don't wanna hear. A lot of y'all ain't gonna wanna hear it, but in order to be happy in life, you gotta lower your expectations. In everyday life, our expectations on a lot of things are high. And when our expectations are not met, we sad, mad, you know, we angry, we just, you know, we just don't like it, you know, and that's in everyday life. Let's say you're going to meet somebody, right? You meeting somebody for the first time. You talking with them all through the text, you know, everything is going just fine. In your mind, you have a vision of how this person is going to be. You talk through them through text on the phone. There was a certain way, you know, it was a way that you was like, I like this. Then you go to meet that person in person, and your expectations of them when you talk to them on the phone or when you were just talking to that person, they crumble. They crumble. You like, hold on, wait a minute. I thought this was this and this, you know, your expectations. But that's another thing. The higher your expectations are, the more room you got to take in for disappointment. There's more room of disappointment. So just as high as your expectations are, there's that much room of disappointment waiting right at the end. So what I would say to go into every situation in life is to be neutral, positive, or just neutral. Like, okay, this can happen or this can happen. And if you're thinking in that way, you're balanced. You are neutral. You know that there's some room for disappointment and there's some room for positivity. There's room for growth and there's room for no growth. If you think in that positive manner, you will be way more satisfied with life than to automatically just be thinking positive all the time. And you're so positive, you ain't ready for what can happen from you being so overly positive, right? Because it's not good to be overly positive as well. In no circumstance in life is it good to just be overly positive, right? So look at it like this too. If somebody is negative all day, they're going to be miserable. If they got a negative mindset, they're going to be miserable. Somebody in the positive mindset that is positive all day and they're not thinking about the negative that can happen, they are going, when that negative finally happens, they're not going to know how to cope with it. The correct way of thinking is down the middle, being neutral. And this will help you out in so many fields in life. That is with everything. If you are neutral in everything in life, you are a balanced person. You make more logical decisions than you making decisions on off of emotions. You never want to make too many decisions off of emotions. Emotions are good, but when it comes down to thinking logical, emotions get in the way of that. So you have to think in a neutral, positive way, right? And when most of us are not taught to think like that. Most of us are taught to think one way or the other. And one way, you know, everybody tells you not to think is negative. Of course, you never just want to think negative. And the other way is the way that everybody tells you to think is positive. And just thinking positive all the time, you are going to be disappointed in life. At some time in your life, you are going to be disappointed, and you need to know how to think to where if that thing doesn't happen, that good thing that you wishing for, that good outcome doesn't happen, you are neutral. You ain't really messed up about it. You know that, hey, I went into this knowing that this can happen and this can happen, you know, and you good. You don't have as much disappointment at the end. So that is how we have to handle things with expectations. When you got these high expectations, you are only setting up yourself to be disappointed at the end if them expectations are not what you want it to be. And disappointment leads to not being happy in life. So like I said, if you want to be happy in life, be neutral positive. Stop having such a high standard for everything. When you meeting somebody, don't have your expectations so high. Have some room to where, okay, if I meet this person can be good, and this person might have a few flaws here and there that, you know, that I can deal with, you know, and that I know that this person is not perfect, because nobody is perfect. I don't care who you are. There is no such thing as a perfect human being. Not one. Not one person on this planet is perfect. Not one person is better than the other. No, none of that exists, all right? In my eyes, everybody is equal. I don't worship nobody. I don't put nobody on the pedestal. None of that. In my eyes, we're all equal. I don't think I'm better than you. you shouldn't be thinking the same. We should all be equal because we're all equal in this world, right? So that's just what I learned. Okay, I had to learn the hard way because this was never taught to me, you know. So I figure as old, like I'm aging in life and I'm starting to gain more knowledge and I'm starting to see things how they really are in life. And hopefully what I'm telling you, you see this too. You see it too, and hopefully you start going into things into a neutral, positive way. Stop raising your expectations up here and you ain't ready for what's gonna happen if your expectations are not met. So stay neutral, positive. Yeah, if you guys got any value out of this video, I know it was kind of short. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the video. Give me a situation to where, you know, your expectations was high and you were let down. And how did you deal with it? Let me know down in the comment section below. I do read every comment. Thank you guys for watching. JustBam signing out.